that you have the audacity, you have money to pay a lawyer, but to feed your own flesh and blood, you don't know. Pascal Ogu will strike you there. Ogu keep you. Ogu will keep you, Pascal. Even if you put me in chain here to arrest me, I'm not going to keep quiet. I will do anything, go to anything, extent for my child. See, you sue me, you don't sue me, I will still drag you until you come to Kenya and do the DNA. I told you this year, me and you. I am not scared of lawyers because lawyers are human beings like me. There's no defamation that I have done because I'm fighting for the rights of my child. That is what I am telling you. I am fighting for the right of my child. And I will never stop. Whether you do whatever you want to do, I will still talk. Until you do the right thing as a father. You have my number. Why have you not called me those days? Why have you waited till today? You have time to call the lawyers here in Kenya to tell them, sue me for what? Did you go to school, Pascal? Have you gone to school? You the mad? You the Zuzu? Because everyone keep you there. You the mad? Those people that are giving advice for you, they're lying to you, my friend. You better come and face your own consequences. Come and do the needful. If you don't want to do the DNA, send child support. Oga, I say with my leg. And I step my leg down. Oga, it not go better for you. See, I am mad. I have run mad before. I have been to Madare hospital before because I was mad. Oga, don't try me. If you want this to stop, then come to Kenya and do the DNA. And be as a father to your child. Even so your friend is taking care of his boy. Who you be? Davido himself in London is taking care of his pikin. Even Imade now he's taking care of his pikin. Those are your friends. You cannot even follow what they are doing. You want to have this ego. Ego cannot help you, my friend. It cannot help you. I can remember the first day that we met was 2022 April on 17. I still have it, and you gave me the number whereby I was going to my apartment. See, Pascal, that's your sue. You the mad. You are mad. See, I don't insult you. Go and sue another one. Mumu man, idiot man. Who will strike you? You are an idiot man. Sue me again.
What's up, my people, and welcome back to Bass Trending Gist, the #1 channel where we serve you the hottest and the most trending news as it breaks. Today, we have an absolute firecracker for you, the long-running drama between Nigerian socialite and nightlife king Cubana Chief Priest and his alleged Kenyan baby mama Hellen Atti has just taken a sharp legal and very expensive turn. For months, we've seen the accusation flying on social media. We've seen the pictures, the call-outs, the demand for a DNA test. But now, the celebrity barman has fired back, not with a DNA kit, but with a lawsuit. That's right. Cubana Chief Priest is taking Helen to court in her own country, Kenya, and he's accusing her of defamation. This is no longer just a social media war. It's an international legal battle. Stick with me as we break down the court document, what this means both for them and the million-dollar question, why a lawsuit and not a DNA test. All right, for those who might be new to this saga, let's do a quick rewind. For well over a year, a Kenyan woman named Linda Otieno, who goes by Hellen Atti on social media, has been consistently claiming that one of Nigeria's biggest socialites, Pascal Okechukwu, popularly known as Cubana Chief Priest, is the father of her son. Helen alleges that she had a relationship with the chief priest and that he has abandoned their child, refusing to take up his fatherly responsibilities. She didn't just make quiet claims. She took to Instagram, posting numerous photos of her son, often placing them side by side with pictures of Cubana Chief Priest to show an alleged resemblance. She has repeatedly tagged him, called him out as a deadbeat dad, and publicly demanded he submit to a DNA test to prove his paternity once and for all. At this time, Cubana Chief Priest, who is famously married to Angel Gold Okechukwu with 2 kids, has maintained a very public-facing family man image. He largely ignored Helen's claim, never addressing them directly, leaving the public to speculate. And whenever the public speculates, they can think of anything and they might say, since you are not saying anything, since you are not talking, since you've not come out to say anything, which means what the lady is saying is the truth. So, it was a clear case of he said, she said, playing out in the court of public opinion. Well, that silence has just shattered by the sound of a judge's gavel. We have obtained a copy of notice on motion filed in the Chief Magistrate Court at Milimani, Nairobi, Kenya. And guess who the plaintiff is? Pascal Chibuike Okechukwu, alias Cubana Chief Priest. And the defendant, Linda Otieno, alias Hellen Atti. Now, all of them get alias for their names. Birds of the same feather. Now, let's get into the legal gist. This isn't a family court case to determine paternity. No, no, this is a civil suit. Cubana Chief Priest is suing Helen under Kenya's Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act of 2018. He is suing her for defamation. He is essentially telling the Kenyan court that Helen's post, her accusation, and her entire social media campaign are false, malicious, and designed to damage his reputation and brand. The document shows he is asking the court for some very specific and powerful orders. Look at this. He wants the court to issue an injunction. For those who don't know, an injunction is a legal gag order. He is asking the judge to legally restrain Helen, her agent, or anyone associated with her from publishing, uploading, sharing, or disseminating in any form or manner defamatory content against the plaintiff/applicant on any social media platform or public forum. In simple English, he wants the court to force her to stop talking about him online, period. He is trying to legally shut down her entire campaign against him. This is where it gets really interesting, guys. This move raises a massive question that everyone is asking. Why sue for defamation instead of just taking the DNA test and let everything rest once and for all? Cubana Chief Priest, whatever, Cubana Chief Priest, you raise go court. Why not just take the DNA test? A simple DNA test would either prove her right or expose her as a liar, ending the conversation forever. So why this complicated and public legal route? Let's explore the possible strategies here. Theory number one, the I am innocent and I have had enough strategy. In this scenario, Cubana Chief Priest is completely innocent. The child is not his and he sees Helen as a persistent online troll or an extortionist trying to use his fame for clout or money. After ignoring her for so long, she hasn't stopped. So he is now using the full force of the law to protect his name, his family, and his business empire by suing her in her own country. He's showing he's serious and is willing to fight to clear his name. Now, the theory number two is the power move and the intimidation strategy. On the flip side, critics are saying this could be a classic power move. Suing someone is expensive and stressful. By launching a legal attack, he could be trying to intimidate Helen into silence. She now has to find money for lawyers to fight a billionaire socialite in court. The pressure might be enough to make her back down, regardless of whether her claims are true or not. It's a way to control the narrative without ever addressing the core issue, the DNA test. Don't forget that the lady don't call for DNA test in Rongo court. Okay, let's continue. This move shifts the conversation from, is he the father, to, can she prove her posts aren't defamatory? It is a clever, if cynical, legal chess move. So, what next in this cross-continental drama? First, the Kenyan court will have to decide whether to grant Cubana Chief Priest's request for an interim injunction. This will likely happen very quickly. If the judge grants it, Helen will be legally forbidden for posting about him while the main case proceeds. If she violates it, she could face serious penalties. Secondly, the main defamation case will begin. To win, Cubana Chief Priest lawyers will have to prove that Helen's statements were false, that they were published to the world, which is easy. It's on social media, and that they cause tangible harm to his reputation. Helen's defense would likely be that her statements are true, and the best way to prove the truth for a paternity claim is, you guess it, a DNA test. So this lawsuit might ironically lead right back to the one thing Cubana Chief Priest has been avoiding. Her lawyer could argue that a DNA test is necessary to prove her defense. This is a high-stake legal gamble that could backfire spectacularly for either one of them. So there you have it, fam. A social media call-out has officially escalated into an international lawsuit. It's a battle of reputation versus allegation, money versus persistence. What do you guys think? Is Cubana Chief Priest rightfully defending his honor, or is this a billionaire's attempt to silence a woman demanding answers? Is this lawsuit a genius move or a terrible mistake? If I may say, it's kind of a terrible mistake because you know law how it goes. They will still find out, the judge might say, okay, to rest this, go and do a DNA test, which is that same thing you are running away from. So why not just go straight, do that DNA test? If now you get the pikin, you settle with the lady now, you settle with your wife down home, Do you understand? If no be you get am, good and fine, the lady goes. You might even sue her as you've done already. But now you now carry you now carry lawsuit, confess. What if they now ask you to go and do a DNA test? That thing you are running away from, you still go back to it. Drop your theories and your hottest takes in the comments below. I want to hear everything you think about this, and of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Oba's Trending Gist, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates on this story. We will be following every single step of this court case. Until next gist, stay informed and stay trending.